Yo, yo, yo. What is up, everyone? I'm Solar Wolf. This is Solar Wolf Plays. And today we are on RPG Maker MZ, which is a fun thing for me. I just wanted to go through what I'm doing currently. So what we have here right now is just the basic maps for a lore-based, channel lore-based, I should say, RPG that I'm building. It's going to be for the channel. There's a lot going on with it. As you guys can see here, we've got a lot going on. So this is just our basic first piece of the map. This would be Central Solaria. The land that this is all going to take place in is called Solaria. Basically, guys, I'm basically going to show you how I'm making the maps, things of that nature. Right now, we currently have Central Solaria with the starter town that has an inn and a starting house that you can enter. It also has a temple that you can enter, which you can see here within this area. We also have the town of Muchitoro, which is over here. It would be here in this corner here. It also has enterable buildings, including an inn, a storage, and a house. There's the mega city, which would be the castle that you see here with these two transfer points here. It has the chapel inside. It has the mega city Nian's chapel, an inn, and then a bus stall shelter. And then there's the Tower of the Suspicious Brain and its floor. Right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to be building another town map. We've got this one town that doesn't have anything in it yet, and then we have this one, we'll call this like a citadel. It's not a citadel, it's actually a temple piece, but we're working on making a map for the town. So we're going to hit new while we've got Central Solaria map highlighted. For this map, we're going to call it called AI Shire. We're going to make it 10 by 9, or let's go 10 by 8. There won't be any encounters because it's a town, guys, so we don't have to worry about that. We are going to want to have some background music for it, so we're going to go ahead and go Town 3. We want it to have sounds for it, so because it's a town, we'll go People 1. This will give us background noise of people. For the volume for the city BGM, I always tend to prefer to keep it at around 55. I will also drop pitch and up pan depending on how I want it to sound. So that's me just uniquifying that specific thing. So we've got our basic map. We're going to go over here. This is going to be our... Oh, I actually have this incorrectly built. I forgot to show you the difference. An overworld map will only give you overworld icons. We're doing an outside of a city. So we needed to switch over tiles by switching over what type of map we were doing. So let's go ahead and get our city started. We're going to go ahead and just kind of give it a surrounding here of grass. And then we're going to fill this in like this. Give it like a cobblestone plate. Like I said, this is going to be a very small town. So it's not like there's going to be a whole lot in it. We're going to go ahead and take this tent. And you do have to highlight the whole tent or you're only going to get a piece or portion of it. See how that happens? So you have to highlight the whole thing and then you can set it in there. So we're going to set that one. And we'll set this one here. We'll set another one of those. And then we'll set this. We want to grab our inn sign so that we can stick that one next to the one that's going to be the inn. And then the rest of these maps we will build as we go. Another big thing, guys, is when you go to set event. So inside of a city, you're going to want this to have an event where you can leave this map and go on to the main, Central Solaria map. And so you want to set your transfer point. You do want to make certain you select your transfer point, guys, or you won't have that set. Now, before I go do anything else with making the smaller maps for this, we want to go to Central Solaria and do the same thing for the transfer event. But this time we're going to be going back into AI Shire, and where we've got our entry point for it, or our exit point from the town, we want that also to be our entry point. So we select that, and there we go. We now have the ability to enter and exit the town. Usually inside of a town, guys, you'll notice that I do have a couple of other events that I'll stick in there. They're usually just treasure chests. So let's go ahead and put in 2,000 gold for that one. We can put a chest here. And for this one, we'll go ahead and throw in a super potion. We have the ability for that. Now what we want to do, because we have 4 buildings here, but we only want to enter 2 of them. We only want to have the inn accessible and 1 house. So we're going to go ahead and click on the AI Shire area and hit new. This allows us to make an inside type. We're going to say inn. We want to have the display name, so when you enter it during your test play, it's going to say inn at the top left. We don't need this to be overly large, so we can go 8 by 8, which is actually very, very small. We can go ahead and put field 3 as the sound for that. And then we can just do city sounds for inside there. Drop the BGM. This time we'll drop the pitch and up the pan. This just changes the way it sounds a little bit, making it a bit more unique, guys. We open the map. Go from events to standard, and this is where we get to do some really fun things, such as building a floor line, which is what this is. And the reason that I'm building it in this specific patterning is because it looks nice. I mean, there are plenty of other reasons, I'm sure, but okay, so now we want to get some inside stuff taken care of. So we're going to need a back wall so that we can do an exit. Let's go ahead and do this kind of wall for the back wall here. So now we have a back wall, as you guys can see. And then we go ahead and add the entryway, exit way. This will allow us to go in and out. And now we can sit here. Let's go ahead and like a chair there, take like a table, put it there, put a little end table on the end like that. That'll make it look somewhat nice. Now we go into full of bookshelves, just to have those there. This will now allow me to put in some quick time events. So we got quick event of a treasure. This time we'll throw in a short sword or something. We'll just throw in, let's see, what do we got here? Here we go. We'll do some lethal claws, because through our playtest we have a character that uses claw types. Back here we'll want our inn. So we set for the inn. This is of course the image that we want. Inns I tend to run at about 100 gold, because it's very easy to come by gold in a treasure hunting style game. The other quick event that we want is the transfer from there to here. And then we go to AI Shire. We highlight this, quick time event creation. Go to the location for here, and we can now enter our inn. And so that's basically how that works. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and kill the music going on. You just pause that. And we're going to go ahead and do our first playtest. So it's going to start us in the central town here. So let's go ahead and get started. Yes, we want to save the changes. I'm going to go ahead and full screen this. And I've already been test playing it. So instead I'm going to go into here real quick because I want to save this as file 1. That way I can get back onto that, and then we can go game end to title. That will allow me to start a new game so you guys can see where we're at. So this is where it starts us. I've got it set up so that it's both point and click. As you can see here, you can point and click to move around. I also have it activated for arrow keys, so we're just going to use those for our playtest real quick. So we found a Falcon right away, which is fine. We want to open that up. And so the basic keys that I have mapped are your arrow keys, the 0 button on your 10 key, and enter to do anything. So it's very, very easy to just get in, get what you're trying to do, equip all of that. Then 0 to back out. And as you can see, I've got all of my transfer points set up pretty well. We already have 200 gold. This here is the town inn. As you can see, it's got an unusual looking doorway, which I will fix before release. This is our inn here, which we don't need, obviously, because we are at full health. But we do want to equip him with a bronze breastplate. Get his, defense up. Alright. Then we're going to go ahead and leave the town. So we have encounters. As you can see, I've set up encounters. So we're just going to basic attack everything right now. I apologize for the wiggling of the camera. Unfortunately, it's on one of those flexi arms, and the flexi arms move. So. But we're basically just running through the basics of it just to test play it, make certain everything works, especially the new areas that I'm working on. So, that's a thing. Okay, so we've got this, which is a potion. So let's go ahead and go here. So I don't have anything activated to that one yet. But I do have this town here that we're near built. As you can see, I have multiple creature type encounters, so we can blow through those really easily. Like, I've been having a lot of fun just using this and practicing with it. I have a thing called Project 1, which is the prequel. What I'm showing you guys is a playtest through Chapter 2 of the series that I'm going to be putting out that are going to be, between 10 and 20 hours long for each map. And they are going to contain every bit of channel lore. So you're going to have to look for it. It's going to be worth it, though. So, that's the thing. But yeah, we're just sitting here just trying to get this all set up. Like, I don't even technically need these around my neck right now, or around my head right now, because I already know how the music sounds. So, for me, I already know what I'm doing. Okay, so, we've got this town here. As you can see, you step onto the town. You enter the town, you're going to exit the town in the exact same way. You can enter all of the buildings here. This would be our inn. As you can see, it displays inn over the left portion of the screen. We're going to go ahead and heal just because. This one is a 10 gold because it's just a small town. No need for anything large. Amounts of cost-wise. I have placed treasures because it is a treasure hunting style RPG. As you can see. Like I said, I've been making certain that people get a lot of... Like when we're playing, I want people to have the ability, guys, to... Sorry about that. I want people to be able to, just have a good time. It's not about find all the lore. Well, you can do that, sure. I mean, that's the original basis for the game is all the lore. I gotta know all the lore. But at the same time, I've got it set up in a way where it really is just a treasure hunting game. Like, right away, you'll find that I'm providing the characters good weaponry and armors and things like right away. Because it's not about getting your butt kicked over and over by the mobs. It's about treasure hunting. You'll also find that in this specific spot, there is one item you cannot reach. It doesn't count towards anything, and that would be this one crate on the left-hand side. You see the chest there. It is literally out of reach on purpose. No one will be able to reach it without breaking the game. And that's not acceptable. So I will also have a fail-safe for an anti-break for the game, so no breaking the fourth wall. There's also, you'll find with RPG Maker, there's really nothing out of bounds. There's nothing placed out of bounds. There's no hidden maps that we all forget about when we use this specific thing to build a map or a game. Even just a proof of concept. Like, this is going to be a proof of concept while I work on the full game through Unreal Engine. This is just being used as a proof of concept that it will work. I'm not going to go and search for every single piece of treasure in this spot, just because this will be a consistency of fights, which is annoying to me at this point. You know, I'm just trying to playtest the way it works. And so we're just going to kind of blast through this and get out of this specific spot. The storage room in this specific town, this is Muchitoro. And yes, a lot of my gaming stuff, especially for a game that is, you know, anime stylized, you guys are gonna find I'm just weird like that. Okay. But you can literally, like, enter every building in the game so far that I've got set up. We found a luck increase. And the items that are in those chests are set. They're specific items, so you can expect that. All the exit points are going to be the same as the entry points, so wherever you enter a town will be where you're going to exit it. This is just, again, like I said, we're just doing a basic play test, make certain that the new area that I just built works, because everything else does work so far. I've gone in and already corrected that. This was the map set that we just recently built, so I will, of course, want to test that one for you guys. Make certain it's all working, and if it's not, fix it, so it is. So we want to go towards the new town, which is way up here, guys. And yes, I know I have a magic user that could easily just use flame, but I'm just punching through it real quick, so bear with me, guys. And girls. And other random objects or people. What? Objects can have feelings too, and I don't want to insult them. If I did, you see that creepy doll behind me? It might just kill me. Okay, so this is the new town. Obviously everything works. So we found our super potion. Found 200 gold, and then this should be the in map. In map, have our chest here for stuff. Mithril claw, and then we have our inn. So it's all working. That's awesome. That makes me happy because it means I know what I'm doing. It should make you guys happy because it shows that I know what I'm doing. And, you know, we get to have a lot of fun just with a play test and all of that. So let's go ahead and close out the playtest, guys. And I really hope you've enjoyed me showing you this. This is the project I'm currently working on. This is Terror Zero. This is actually Chapter 2 to the entirety of the Solar Wolf Plays lore series, which is going to be made expanding via RPG Maker and Unreal Engine. I may look at Unity as well. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I love your faces. And as always, see you in the next amazing stream or video, guys. Bye!